Welcome to ANZ Combined Racing League's race replay from the final round of the Brazilian 2019 StockCar Series at Interlagos that was run on Sunday the 19th of March. It was a 60-minute race with a mandatory stop plus the one lap after the timer reaches zero. So we'll go to the standings before we started the final round, and as you can see, Gunner had a 10-point lead over Timmy 82, with Timmy strong charge at the later half of the season, bridging that gap to Gunner, and Cuckoo in third, holding another 10-point lead actually to Highlander 1777. So they're both actually see how they go here at Interlagos as well. So there's a chance for Highlander to maybe to jump Cuckoo for third. The two brothers, Zach 18 and Zachy 3 in 5th and 6th, respectively. Scar holding there in 7th, just equal points with Kiz. So there's a chance that these guys might be able to sort themselves out from 8th to 5th. And let's not count out Dado Racer in 9th as well. He's not too far away from Kiz as well. So we'll see how that all pans out. And we'll have a look at the point system, because it has been the final round in an endurance round. Like the first opening round, it is double points from the feature race. So we've got 60 points on offer for first position. Second place will be 52, and third will be 44 points. So there's a big difference between first to third. So obviously Timmy will be aiming to get that first position, and hopefully Gunner may not make that second position, and that's the way that Timmy can steal this championship away from Gunner, who, as we know, has been on top all through this first opening season here for ANZ Combined Racing League. And he'll be fighting hard, obviously, to either take this victory of the final round or at least come home second to Timmy if Timmy does win it. So let's have a quick look now at the track map here at Interlagos. As you can see here, the famous Brazilian circuit, 4.29 kilometers with 15 turns, split up into their three sectors. So the first sector is a fairly fast section of the track with the opening corner to slow them down into the little chicane down the straight there before you get into the twisty part of sector 2. And then sector 3 is all about horsepower. Get a good exit out of the first corner of that sector, and then run it right up over the hill and down onto the main start finish straight. So we'll get to the action now and have a look to see them on the grid. It is a rolling start, and we can see that Timmy 82 did put it on pole over Cuckoo, who's he's fighting for third position, as we know. Zach 18, good result there, in qualified in third position. Actually, he's not third position. I think it was Gunner actually in third position, so that's around the wrong way. Zach 18 was in 4th. Jay Barrett in 5th. Highlander in 6th. Zachy 3 in 7th. Kiz in 8th. Scar in 9th. Dado in 10th. And then Woody Lizard in 11th. So let's go to the action of this start of this race. 60 minutes with a mandatory stop. We'll see how we go. So championship's on the line. Timmy's there with Gunner not too far behind, and looks like in the braking zone there, it looks like there's been obviously a hit from Gunner, and Highlander's also off as well. So Zach 18, from a good qualifying position that he had, he's dropped a ton of places, and Gunner all the way into 10th position with Cuckoo behind as they hit their back straight. And it's Timmy over Jay Barrett, who was in second position. He may have been an offender there. It looks like he's gone too wide around the corner, and it looks like almost too. Zachy almost ran off the circuit as well. So tricky conditions early on, but he's been able to put it back together now. And he's running wide again, opening up now for Scar to have a little look. This is into sector 2. Kiz has had a nice start into second position, so we've got the big gun of Gunner all the way down into 9th position. Dado Racer jumped from 10th position all the way up to 5th. and Woody Lizard's followed him as well, so they've taken advantage. All the guys behind them are all the ones that got caught up in that first corner incident. As Zach 18 comes through, Gunner comes through, Jay Barrett's yet to come through as well. The back up here with Scar trying to put pressure early on Zaki 3. Woody Lizard having a good run up into 6th from 11th position. As Highlanders having a little look down the inside, and oh, we've just, the cameraman wants to change it on us, but it looks like he's made that move on Woody Lizard. The funds of the cameras here on Automobilista 2, but there we go. Highlander back up into 6th position now. And I believe that's the position he started in. He got caught up in that turn 1 incident. He's having a little look at Dado Racer. But pulls out of it. And obviously he's on a charge here. He wants to see increase his gap on Cuckoo. Cuckoo's currently in 3rd, so as it stands at the moment, Highlander might have enough points to leapfrog Cuckoo into 3rd position in the championship. So Highlander will be going all guns blazing as he's trying to poke his nose down, but he doesn't want to ruin his race early on either, because he doesn't want to get Cuckoo another easy leg up, but he wants to keep moving. He doesn't want to be caught behind Dado if he can avoid it. As Zach 18 leading the charge with Gunner happy just to hold behind him. Now I think they might have been an innocent whole problem there with obviously Gunner getting into the side of Cuckoo after I think this man here, Jay Barrett, looks like gave him a little nudge in the braking area. Jay Barrett looked like he was a little bit too keen early on. Doesn't look like there's any scuff marks, but it did look close to maybe just unsettling the car in the braking area for Gunner. He definitely went exit stage right fairly quickly. And Highlanders made this move. This is going to be fun, these camera angles on Dado. As Kiz defending early on here. Down the inside as Gunner's having a look around the outside. Obviously used his boost button by the looks of things, so they do have that option to use the boost button 15 times through the race. And it needs to take around about a lap or so to regenerate as Highlander. Trying to avoid Dado from having a dive down the inside. Zaki 3 holding off Scar at this stage here for 3rd position. What an outstanding start from Kiz. Kiz started in 8th position and all the way up to 2nd. Taking advantage of that first lap melee into the first corner. We had cars going everywhere. Gunner's starting to make his move back, catching the back of position 7 of Woody Lizard in that far background. Timmy 82 out in front at the moment, got a nice handy 7-second lead on Kiz. Only early days though. 56 minutes to go. This battle is looking very, very tasty indeed between Zaki 3 and Scar 666. Dado Racer. He's got a little bit of a battle on his hand as well with Woody Lizard. As it looks like Scar's having a little look down the inside. Is he going to make it stick here in turn one? Yes, he is. So Scar's up to third position, and now Zachy 3 under attack from Highlander behind him. It's a great move by Scar down into turn one. May have had the benefit of the boost button down that long straight, and here comes Highlander showing the nose. Is he going to have a look? Yes, he is. He dives down the inside. Runs a bit wide, so now he's vulnerable to Zachy 3, but he'll be able to have the inside corner for up here up the hill. It's going to be a long way around for Zachy 3. He'll have to give up his spot because we've got the tight right-hander to follow. Nice driving by both of them. Nice move for Highlander. Woody Lizard now. Got Gunner trying to make a move up through the outside. He won't be able to get around here, but he's probably trying to position his car to get a good exit, but Woody's been able to cover him off there. Thought about having a little look. Now, what's going to happen here? They got their push to pass, the boost button, and Woody's trying to get it down through. Here comes Gunner around the outside. Is he going to go all the way? Going to be tight into the braking area. And it looks like Gunners has made this stick. Around the outside he goes into turn one. Nice move. Full commitment from Gunner. Making his way up into 7th position. Oh, big moment. Zachy 3, I think, was off. Woody's off as the field comes through. And I think there was a touch there to Gunner as well. And Gunner's made a big move on Dado. So if he did get a little touch from Zachy 3 spinning, he's kept his boot into it. And he's made a position from 7th up to 5th, just like that. But well done. This is not what Timmy wants to see, because at the moment Timmy is actually in the position to take this championship. Gunner needs to get up to 2nd position, so he's going to have a drive of his life. He's got some quality drivers in front of him with Highlander, Scar and Kiz. Scar's been absolutely killing it in the last few races. And Jay Barrett, he's a wildcard entry. He's come in for the last race in the number 5 Cavallero sports car. Obviously the team car to Cuckoo. Cuckoo's in the 110 car just in front, so they've got the 2 team cars following one another at the moment. As Dado Racer looking very close to the back of Gunner. Gunner's got his sights on Highlander in front of him. Cuckoo's having a good little run too, coming back through the field after being, as we've seen, caught up in that turn one. Highlander's run wide, very wide indeed, so this looks like Gunner's going to make this move down the inside. Will he be able to get cut across the nose of Highlander? Yes, he can. So a mistake from Highlander is gifted Gunner position 4. Now what a drive Gunner's had all the way from the back of the field after being taken out on lap 1. Well, we think that he was, well, we didn't intentionally get taken out, but he got a little tag on the braking area, and that in turn turned him right into the path of Cuckoo. We had 4 cars off in turn 1. Of Gunner was the first one, Cuckoo, Zach 18, and Highlander as well. So they're all coming back through the field. Timmy's still out in front as he comes into turn 1 to start his 8th lap. He's in a very, very good second position at the moment. Highest position he's had here at ANZCRL Combined Racing League. So he looks solid at this stage. Scar's actually slowly been catching him. You can see them all coming through this long straight. And up the back here we got Zaki, just defending off actually his brother here. So moving around down the straight. So there's no love lost between these two. They're fighting for their final positions on the championship for a 5th position. Basically it's in a big challenge for 5th position between Zaki 3, Zach 18, and we've also got Kiz way up in 2nd position, and Scar. So it's all happening for that 5th position. This was the final round of the season, as it looks like Kiss looked like Kiss for a second there as he went by, was running a little bit wide. Up on the curb for Scar, he's pushing hard. Lost a little bit of time that previous lap to Kiss. As we can see, it's the rubber banding a little bit because of the boost button. It depends what lap the drivers decide to use the boost button. As Dado Racer is really starting to hound the back of Highlander. Or actually could have been Highlander actually coming back after he made that mistake. No, it's not actually. He didn't go off the road. It was just he ran wide and Gunner got through him. So Dado's on a bit of a charge, faster around that previous lap than Highlander. Dado's looking very racy here for the final round of the series. So while we're having a look through with these drivers coming through, we may just, how about if we jump on board Zach 18 for a lap around here at Interlagos, as he's trying to chase down his brother. So enjoy a lap around Interlagos. There you go, a lap around Interlagos, and you can see the elevation change throughout a lap. There's a lot of different cambers of the road too that the drivers have to contend with. But there you go. So we've still got Highlander in 5th position, holding off Dado Racer. And we've got Cuckoo now in 7th position. So there's probably enough for Cuckoo just to hold on to that 3rd place in the championship as it stands now. But obviously Cuckoo will probably want to try and get another spot, if not even just beat Highlander for the final race to really show his mark on that 3rd position in the championship. But we're still looking at the battle between Timmy and Gunner. At this current stage, with Timmy leading the race, he will be the champion. Gunner needs to finish in 2nd position at this as it stands. So we've got just over 40 minutes left of this race, about 42 minutes, plus that 1 lap. Oh, that was a Gunner moment. We've seen that each round basically, and look at Dado around the outside. So we've seen that, and it looks like Highlander's fighting back down the inside. Dado's around the outside. Can he keep it? Oh, nearly a touch. Respect from both of these drivers, but it was close. Highlander's been able to hold on to that. Oh, come on. Let's get back to the battle here. But that little thing from Gunner, we've seen that before, where his car just gets stopped on the track. A little bit of a lag spike or something there, but no problems on his end. And obviously gets the heart going for some of the drivers around, seeing this stationary car on the middle of the track somewhere. And here we go, Dado's having another look on Highlander, so very, very racy by Dado. But I think this time around, Highlander will have his boost button. Dado used it the previous lap. Dropped all the way down to 11th. So he had that spin early on too to avoid Zaki 3. It was caught out on turn 3. The 4 PM race. All the main races were always on 4 PM throughout the series. And we had an earlier race with the sprint rounds that used to be around at 11 o'clock in the morning. So track temperature 43 degrees, perfect temperature for these cars. Kiz is still just holding off the battle here for 2nd position. But he's been able to hold since lap 1 after the incident into turn 1. He's stuck through from position 8 into 2nd. Having a very good outing in the Shell V-Power car. He's got Scar very, very racy behind him. Oh, he's just run a bit deep. Commentator's curse, but Scar in the number 33 Full-Time Sports, teamed up with Dado Racer, who's in 6th. And now Gunner's on the charge on the back of Scar. And will we be seeing some early pit stoppers? Let's get in time of that race where there's 40 minutes to go. Drivers know that they can get to the end of a 40-minute race fairly well with the tyres, but maybe they just want to wait to see if they go a little bit longer. Many positions still yet to change, but Timmy's got a nice little leg up with that first lap incident. He wouldn't have seen it, he would have only seen it after he's got through there and seen that all the positions positions had changed and there was a gap between him and the next car as they all try to avoid that incident. As Dado again all over the back of Kiz's teammate of Highlander. Not too far back is Cuckoo. So as we know, Highlander and Cuckoo are battling, and here comes Dado again. So this little battle is actually inviting Cuckoo back towards them. So they hold themselves up just that little bit. We'll go back to the battle here for the third position between Scar and and Gunner, sorry. His car looks like it's just not handling that turn there, running, not quite got the turn in like Highlander. He's having a little look, and Highlander's making his intentions clear that you're not going to dive down the inside here, Dado. Highlander runs it a little bit wide on exit. It's kind of his line, he's done that quite a bit. He gets his car up on the little ripple strip on the outside. That is of coming down through to the final part of this lap of Interlagos. This is where Gunner is very strong down this straight. It looks like he's got that push to pass as well. The boost button makes it easy work here of Scar. And this will also give him a leg up onto Kiz as well. A nice move as one of the cars is coming into the pits. I think it might be Highlander. Yes, it is. Highlander's into the pits. So he's the first one to jump into the pits. As Gunner's getting a nice tow down this back straight. Now, will this prompt maybe Gunner to think, well, maybe I could come into the pits now, get some faster laps in to see if I can bridge. He's got a 20-second gap to the lead of Timmy, 82. As he stands, he needs to make this move on Kiz. He needs to finish second in this race to take the championship. If Timmy wins it and Gunner stays in this third position, Timmy will take the championship. Gunner will be feeling that pressure, knowing that he needs to make this pass. Will he utilise the Kiz to make it? Because Kiz has been very strong. Kiz doesn't want to give up this second position lightly. Button then. Dado comes into the pits. Nice little battle here between. Oh, and it looks like Zach 18 has made the move on Barrett. Or is it Barrett trying to make a move on Zach? Yes, he is. Down the inside. Oh, and Zach 18 keeps it down the inside and avoids, stops Jay Barrett from ducking down the inside. Great driving by Zach 18. He stayed on the racing line. He did not, well, not the racing line, he stayed on his line. And not once did he weave back onto the racing line. So he made his intentions clear to Jay Barrett that I am going to protect this inside line. But is it going to help him here? Jay Barrett currently around the outside. Yes. Nice move by Jay Barrett. Wildcard entry here for the final round. A nice overtake around the outside. He had to work hard for that position. Can he keep it? Actually found himself second in the opening part of the race, but he let the car go out of turn 3. And it spun around on him. Gunner's got Kiss. So we've lost that while that was happening. Gunner has been able to make the pass on Kiss for second position. You'd think the Gunner's absolutely used up these tyres though. He's still firing in a 37, so he was the second fastest man on track that previous lap. So it's not hurting him too much actually. But Timmy's still in the 36s. Running his own race, extending that lead ever so slowly. Comes into the pit lane, or he's already in the pit lane, waiting to leave. Zaki 3 comes on through, not too far is Timmy 82. Jay Barrett just extended his lead to Zach 18 once he's made that pass. Quite a few of the drivers yet to pit. They're going a lot longer. As we've reached the halfway mark of the race. Here comes Cuckoo in 5th position. He knows that he needs to get some fast laps in now because Highland has already done his mandatory stop. Cuckoo yet to do his stop. This is a battle for 3rd position in the championship. Like there was a 10-point margin for 1st and 2nd, there's a 10-point margin for 3rd and 4th. Battle scars where obviously he got T-boned from Gunner in the opening lap there just behind the driver's door as Timmy now visits the pit lane. As Highland has been able to make easy work of Zaki 3. So as we would predict, Timmy's pitted and then comes Gunner as well. So and there's Gunner coming into pit lane. And Scar follows in as well. So all 3 of the leaders are in. Kiz takes ownership of this race again. Or not again, but he takes ownership of this race. he's one that would not need to stop yet. Zaki 3's actually got back in front of Highlander, so Highlander must have made a little mistake. So here comes Highlander. You can just see the benefit of the boost button. But this is going to be tough in this braking area. Zaki just hasn't got the legs. So Highlander's been able to pull it up, take that pass again. Seesaw in battle between these two. If you enjoy what you're seeing here for ANZCRL Combined Racing League, put in on Automobilista 2 races for Australia and New Zealand. Sim races on a Sunday night from 7:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you come and find us on our website at aus-nzcrl.weebly.com, or you can also find us on Facebook searching ANZCRL. We are a private group, so you will have to answer a couple of questions. We do have an admin team reviewing those answers, so make sure that you do that. And then we also have our Discord channel as well, which you can join. You find all the links to that on our website and our event pages. So we've got a special event coming up on Easter Saturday, the running of a 1988 Monaco Grand Prix. And yes, it is 78 laps, but with performance impacting damage, so it does help you stay alive on the track. And here comes Zaki 3 down the inside, return serve with the boost button. Can he pull it up nicely? Yes, he can. A nice move, but Highlander's fighting back on the outside. If he get around, he's going to have the inside. Nice move by Highlander. Beautiful move. That was an absolutely sensational move by Highlander. Got on the outside of the rundown of the chicane out of turn 2 and then had the inside corner for turn 3 as Zaki runs it wide. So Highlander's teammate Kiz is still out in front, yet to pit as Cuckoo comes in, so we'll see where Cuckoo comes out of pit lane. As he's just pulling up now into his pit bay. So Highlander, we do know, has made a little mistake. We'll see where he's on the circuit. He's a fair way away. You'd think that Cuckoo should come out in front. So that's a leapfrog in pit lane, because Highlander was in front of him at the time, but he's obviously made a couple of mistakes. Cuckoo's moving out of his pit bay now, so he should get out well and truly in front as he just got onto the main straight here. So yes, Cuckoo's safe. A nice drive by Cuckoo. Time that pit stop to perfection. As Cuckoo now is on the circuit proper. Coming out of pit lane, I should say, just onto the circuit, onto the, you could call it the back straight, but it's the only other sort of straight before the main straight. So there's Cuckoo coming out, and we may see just in the background, there's Highlander just coming onto the straight with Zaki 3 behind him. So yeah, so the Monaco Grand Prix, and it is also part 1 of our Triple Crown for ANZCRL Combined Racing League here on Automobilista 2. We did have a Triple Crown with the Xbox Project Cars 2 with a trophy for the people that get awarded it by winning on the Xbox. It was the Indy 500, Le Mans 24 hour, and the Bathurst 1000. On Automobilista 2, as we don't have Le Mans, as Jay Barrett goes into the pits, we are using the Monaco Grand Prix, which is a dual circuit, and then we'll use the we've got Indy 500 and still the Bathurst 1000. There's a big event to win, like it is in real life, and the plan is for each year to run a different Formula car around the streets of Monaco. Currently low on numbers, we've only got about 5 or 6 entries in that series, so please, if you're interested, go over to our website. You'll see the link there, or the page for the special event. And you can put your entry in. We're running the 1988 car liveries from A Fry that you can find on Race Department. They are sensational livery skins for the 1988 cars, the Gen 2 Formula Classic car. In the game, brings those cars absolutely to life. Seeing those real life liveries running around the track. The leader on lap 24 is Kiz. He's yet to stop. Timmy 82 is the effective race leader. I believe Zach 18, yes, he's just come into the pits now. So I was going to say he's the other driver that needs to that had to have come into the pit lane. So he's coming in and finding his bait. Such a shame we don't see out the graphics of the pit crew. And Zach 18 comes in he's in, so we're still waiting for Kiz to make his move. Dado Racer having a good drive there in 5th position. He's not too far away from Scar either, but he's got Cuckoo coming on behind as well. But remember too, Cuckoo's had a great drive. He was almost 30 seconds off the lead after lap 1 after being caught out in that incident. He was an innocent bystander and took a while to recover his vehicle, so to be where he is, he's absolutely had an outstanding drive. He would actually, if he didn't have that incident, he would be in front of Gunner at this stage in 2nd position. So Cuckoo has had an amazing drive. Currently in the 37, so smashing out the lap times as he's chasing Dado. It was a shame to see the real big hitters come undone in that first corner. With an unsettling bump from Jay Barrett into the back of Gunner that caused the chain reaction of Gunner spearing across the track and T-boning just behind the driver's door here of Cuckoo's car, which in turn took out Zach 18, who showed so much promise in qualifying. Zach 18 was in 4th position, had nowhere to go. And Highlander was a bit in the same situation as well. Another small field though. It was a bit disappointing for the final round. We didn't get our regular 14 drivers, plus that extra wildcard entry of Jay Barrett. Would have made 15 cars on track for our final run here at Interlagos. Some people had other things on. Timely to also introduce what we're going to be doing as Kiz comes into pit lane, up the hill, try and find his bait. And it will be Timmy 82 that should be coming through, which he has. Down into turn 1 to take the lead, retake the lead of this race. The Series 2, which is going to start on the 16th of April. On a Sunday. We've got a bit of a break. Will be the the IndyCars, the kart 1995 kart championship, and they're the Racing USA car Gen 1 cars. So get onto that. That's a DLC. You need the Racing America Pack 2 to get those cars. It's always good to have the full DLC in this game. It is it does go on sale. It's just, I think, ended. It's 50% sale. It's, you can always hold on and wait for other sales because it's very worth it. As Kiz, it's almost going to be a three-way battle. Could be a four-way battle depending on how Scar goes, because Kiz there in fourth. Dado not too far behind him, and then Cuckoo is within striking distance too. So things are hotting up here at the back pack. Highlander and Zaki 3 is still going hammer and tongs in 7th and 8th. And Jay Barrett starting to get close to them as well. But they're separated by about the same distance as Kiz, Dado and Cuckoo at this stage. And all cars on the lead lap. It's going to be a 6-round series of the IndyCar Championship. The final round is going to be that stage 2 of our Triple Crown, which will be the Indy 500, the 200 laps, so around 2.5 hours worth of racing around Indianapolis in the 1995 kart cars. It's going to be a challenge and a lot of fun as well. Always had good success on project cars on the Xbox with the Indy 500. See Cuckoo pushing hard, running right out onto the ripple strip like the exit of turn 3. I don't know if he actually is labelled as turn 3 or 4. Goes Gunner. He's coming on up to start his 28th lap as Timmy's just started his. Timmy's just onto the back straight as Gunner's coming on through to start his 28th lap. So without any problems from Timmy 82, you'd think that he's going to win this race, his final round. Timmy will be sitting there driving and just hoping that Kiz can get Gunner, or something may happen to Gunner, and has he got enough fuel to the end and he doesn't have to lift to conserve fuel, or has Timmy got enough fuel? So that's another thing. We have seen drivers get caught out by that one extra lap too, and I'm also using the boost button. Uses more fuel. So one person that should be right is Timmy, because he hasn't really had to use his boost button because he's been out in the lead. Hasn't had any challenges, whereas these other drivers have been using their boost button to try and stay in contention and having these battles. So Jay Barrett, oh, big moment from Jack. That's a bit of a tank slapper. He gets going again. So there was one Zaki 3 who was challenging, and he's got his brother there coming on behind. He says, okay, well, I'll have a go of you now, Barrett. It never ends for Barrett. He's been in the thick of things. He's been learning the hard way. We're in the rough and tumble at the start, opening of the opening race. Opening lap, I should say. came away with it probably better than everyone else. He's had a couple of spins. As we know, a lot of these drivers obviously have had the 4 rounds, but has had 8 races up to this point in these cars, and starting to get a feel for these cars and feeling how they run. There's Dado Racer still on his charge. They really haven't done much. They're sort of lapping around the same time. Cuckoo's actually in the 36s, so the fastest lap for Cuckoo, that previous lap, 36.876, not his fastest, but pretty close to it. Everyone else in front of him doing 38 that previous lap, so he's on a bit of a charge. Get on board for a lap of a helmet cam on top of Dado Racer for a lap around here at Interlagos as he's trying to chase down Kiss for 3rd position. So let's have a look to see. Enjoy, guys. See the menacing of Cuckoo in the rear view mirror too on the left hand side. Slowly getting closer and closer, but that's a lap around Interlagos on board Dado Racer in the number 111 full-time sports car. Big move from Zaki 3. Now he's caught on the back of Highlander again, so this has been going all race long between these two. Highlander's just trying to get his race done, and look, he's probably obviously accepted now that he's not going to get this third place in the championship. As Cuckoo 2 places in front of him and around about 20 seconds up the road, or 10 seconds up the road, no, actually 20 seconds up the road roughly. Enjoying this battle. The 7th position. It's good to see all cars still on the lead lap. 32. Predicting, I think, 38 laps. And not too much longer to go. Under 10 minutes of the race remaining. You've got this battle here for 7th position. And you've got this battle brewing. It's been brewing for a while between Kiz and Dado. Dado's just dropped off a little bit, but then you've also got this battle with Scar. Only a little bit in front of Cuckoo. Cuckoo's been the driver that's been driving fairly fast. He's had a mistake that previous lap with a 46, so I think actually Cuckoo has made a mistake and Scar's been able to make that move, because I think Cuckoo was actually behind Dado. That's right, because when we were on board Dado's car, we could see Cuckoo slowly catching, so we've missed that mistake from Cuckoo. And that's led from Scar up into 5th position. Reports through as well that some of these drivers are struggling with the fuel, that they may not get to the end. Not too sure of the driver that's needing to conserve fuel at this stage. Obviously not Timmy, he's done a 36.4. Let's have a look at some of these times that these drivers are doing. They're still in the 37s or 38s right through the field. As here comes Zachy 3. He's definitely not worried about fuel. He's on the boost button. Chewing up the fuel. Oh, and it comes back Highlander. Chris crosses. He's been able to do that before and stick it around the outside, but this time it's not going to work because Zachy 3 makes sure he positions himself around this long left-hand corner. Oh, there's a little touch. Little touch from Zachy and Highlander, but Highlander needs to just duck behind now. Have a look down the inside. Hardy on the brakes. Oh, Zachy's turned in on him a little bit. There was nowhere else for Highlander to go, but Highlander was he up beside Zachy. It looked like he was pretty close. That could have been a little bit cheeky from Zachy 3. But that's what racing's all about, a bit of rub, and I can tell you what, Highlander will have that in the memory bank. A nice little bit of driving though. Still some respect from the drivers there. Zachy knew that he sort of did turn in a little bit, but he opened that steering wheel back open, back up, make sure he didn't cause Highlander to spin, but obviously Highlander was well and truly up because it wasn't the rear corner, because that probably could have put Highlander into a spin. Great tough driving, and talking about tough driving, look at these two at it for the final spot on the podium for the final race between Kiz and Dado. Both did a 39, so is any of these drivers actually conserving a bit of fuel? Are they the ones short on numbers to get to the end? We're not too sure. No one's given us any more info other than some of the pit crews look a little bit distraught, a little bit tense. Working out some fuel numbers. They're working on the radio. And this little battle's also heating up between Cuckoo and Scar. So the full-time sports cars are trying to get those last few positions late in this race. Scar trying to get Cuckoo for 5th, Dado's trying to get Kiz for 3rd. And here he comes. Boost button engaged. Charging around the outside goes Dado. He's made that stick. And now he's up into third position. So good move by Dado. Good strong performance from him in the final round. But maybe it's Highlander. He did a 41 that previous lap. So maybe he's the one conserving fuel. The previous lap he was on a 41. He's dropped behind from Zaki 3. And Jay Barrett slowly, well, Jay Barrett did a 39 that previous lap too. So it's hard to tell. One thing's for sure though, he's going to go right down to the wire for these final positions. Sorry about swapping and changing here. I'm just trying to gauge exactly where these drivers are. It looks like Dado. Oh, he's not free to go hard here because he doesn't want to cause any incidents with himself. He doesn't want to overcook those rear tyres. Now was Kiz, we did see Dado obviously had that boost button. Has Kiz got any more in store? It looks like he does. He's catching, he's bringing, he's reeling in Dado. Dado might be left like a stunned mullet at the end here. Because now comes Kiz. Oh, he hasn't been able to get him. Dado just had enough for margin on Kiz, but he's gone wide. He's gone wide through the chicane. Is he going to give that position, or is he just going to retreat? He's actually just bringing that time gap back to where it should be. So that's nice driving by Dado. He doesn't have to actually give that position back, but he couldn't have taken away from Kiz. So nice driving by Dado. So he didn't get a penalty. If he drove off into the distance there, that would have been an unfair advantage. So the battle still resumes, and Kiz is down the inside. Here he goes, but he's going to be on the outside. It's a long way around. Can he duck? Yes, he can. Amazing driving by these two. Kiz is on for his best result of the series. And look at the distance he's now made on Dado. He's absolutely pulling a margin. Is something wrong with Dado, or is Dado the man that's going to be out of fuel? He's definitely not going as fast as what he has been. He's actually getting into the clutches of Cuckoo and Scar. And Highlander's coming in for a battle, for a three-way battle. This could be a four-way battle. Oh no, the timings are wrong. You know, I'm looking at it wrong, sorry. No, here he comes. Dado is actually in the pit, so it was Dado, the 111 full-time sports car. It was low on fuel, so in he comes. Oh, that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate there for Dado. So the battle resumes here for both Scar and Cuckoo. So Scar have moved up to 4th now. And where's Dado going to pop out? He looks like he's going to be behind probably Jay Barrett, and maybe come out just in front of Zach 18 maybe. So Timmy's coming around to probably take his last lap. Look at this battle go right to the end for position 4. Scar, I thought he was going to overcook it then. Just holding on to be staying in front of Cuckoo. Cuckoo looks like he's got the faster car. He's been held up. Oh, Scar's had a moment. He's had a spin. He's thrown away a possible 4th position, but he should get going and still stay in front of Zaki 3. So that brings Cuckoo now into 4th position. The man that could never leave 3rd position early in the season. He had a number of 3rd positions. He's only 1 position now behind Kiz, and he's not too far from Kiz. Can he finish this season in his custom position of 3rd place? Amazing events. And Highlander, I think right on the challenge here, Dado's has pulled in behind Zach 18, so he's lost a ton of places. Possible third position for Dado, down into 10th. That's a cruel blow for Dado. And he's also picked up a time penalty as well for speeding in pit lane. So he may come down to the back of the field. So here we go. Last lap for these two. Oh, Zaki 3 and Highlander, what's gone on? I was just looking down at my monitors and seeing them all screwed, all squirming all over the place. Oh no, it's Timmy. Where are we? Here he goes. Just takes the checkered flag just behind Woody Lizard, and he takes out the fastest lap with a 1:36.361 on his final lap. Amazing. So there's our race winner. Well done to this man. He's given the chase to Gunner all the way to the end, but here is the series champion for ANZCRL's Brazilian Stock Car Championship 2019 cars. Gunner 180. Well done to this man. Awesome run. Well deserved. Because he's just won by 2 points to this man here. Timmy 182. He's let Timmy celebrate. But here we go. Well done to Gunner. Awesome win for championship victory for this man. Thoroughly deserves it. Highlander comes on through. Not too sure of the end results here. It's all going all over the shot at the moment as they're all doing donuts. But Highlander comes on home in 6th position. Cuckoo coming home in 4th, I think it was. Nice job there. Jay Barrett. Oh, Zach 18. I think just got him. No, Zachy 3 just beat Zach 18. Dado Racing comes through, and Woody the last car. So there you go. So what a finish to that race. And we'll pull up the race results here. As we can see, Timmy 82, well deserved with the fastest lap on that final lap, lap 38. What a absolute brilliant drive he had from all the way from the start of the race to the end. Gunner came second, Kiz in third, his highest result for ANZ Combined Racing League. Well done to him. Cuckoo was able to hold off Scar, who came home in 5th with Highlander in 6th. Zachy 3, look at that time, just beat his brother Zach 18 in 7th position. There was nothing in it. Jay Barrett dropped with a 10-second penalty, so he would have actually finished in 7th, so he's dropped down into 9th position. Woody Lizard able to leapfrog Dado with that 10-second penalty he had as well from coming out of pit lane too hot on that splash and dash. Dado dashed his chance for a 3rd position in the final race. So let's have a look at the final standings. I think we all want to know how it all happened, but there you go. Confirmation that Gunner did take out the championship by 2 points from Timmy 82. Look at those last 3 races. He had a three-peat consecutive first positions. Just how Gunner started the season as well. Big point to point out that the double points was for race 1 and the final race. So Gunner won the first race and Timmy won the second of the final race of the double points. Cuckoo just held on, or not just held on, he actually extended his lead over Highlander in 3rd position. Highlander was able to hold on to 4th, but look at this big mover, Kiz. I think he was 8th at the start of this round. He's jumped up 3 spots up into 5th position to take it just from Zach 18. Scar also equal points with Zach 3, but with Count back on the highest position, back in race 5. He got a 4th position compared to Zachy 3's 5th in the first race of the openings of the season. So Scar was able to hold on to 7th position with Zachy 3 dropping down to 8th. Dado Racer could have been up there closer if he got that 3rd position that he was chasing, but he held on to 9th with Woody Lizard in 10th. And then we had a few drivers not making the grid for the final round, so positions didn't change. And Jay Barrett came in for one race and finished in 15th. So win the championship. So well done to him. And here we go for the championship leader. Well done to Gun 180, taking out ANZCRL's 2019 Stock Car Championship. Hope you enjoyed our series. They'll all be collected in the library on our YouTube channel under a playlist for the Brazilian stock cars. So all the replays of all our races will be stored there for drivers that want to have a look back through the season. I've been your host for ANZCRL, Neil Haynes. Hope you have enjoyed. And until we've got our Monaco event on Easter Saturday, make sure you be kind to everyone and make sure you stay on that grid. See you guys.